Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, and welcome back to Corpse Party Book of Shadows. When I last left off, Mitsuki and Fukuroi went exploring in the girls' bathroom. Had a bit of a wrong end, but we still managed to find a way around, and now heading off into another part of Heavenly Hosts, more of the main building, I suppose. Meanwhile, we're now in Morishige's shoes on his bizarre search for Mayu as he takes pictures of the dead as often as possible. What are we gonna see with this guy? Well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. First things first, it's a corpse that's only just started to decay. Seems to be a junior high school girl. And from the looks of it, she was cut completely in half and using some sort of edged instrument. I don't know, probably like a scythe or something? A katana, yeah. Yeah. And, yeah, okay, you're so like, oh, how awful. You know, it's like, oh, man, that's awful. That's so terrible. Oh, I just wanted to... Oop, there, oop, my finger slipped on the camera button. Oops. Yep, I guess I'll just have to delete that later. I noticed the notebook partially jutting out from her pocket. It was one of those cat-themed sprawl notebooks that's all the rage with teenagers these days. Oh, you kids and your Hello Kitties and your... something, rather, that's girly. Maybe information here relevant. Okay. I don't think she cares that much. Just, you know, poke her like, hey, do you mind me snooping through your stuff? No? Okay. I have no idea why we've been trapped here. Probably because you did the Sachiko Ever After charm. But you probably read on Naho's blog, which was wrong. But at least we're all here together. Yay, we can die as friends. Mr. Goto's presence makes us all feel a little more at ease. Oh, so Miss Yui was not the only teacher who came here with her students. Without an adult around, I don't think we could handle any of this. Yeah, okay. Depends on how adult the adult is. Mr. Goto seems even more anxious than we are. Is my point. He says he'll make sure we all get home safely. Oh, you poor thing. You have no clue. But his temperament just keeps getting worse. I can't blame him. He's usually so cool, but lately he's just gotten kinda scary. Is it the darkening? Were you all murdered by your teacher? Hiroko, Arisa, and the others are getting really fed up with him. Are they gonna kill him? Or is the darkening affecting them now? Mr. Goto is so unfair. He keeps playing favorites with Hiroko. What do you mean, favorites? That was the last of our food, too. Okay, well, I don't know what to say to that. And I'm the one who stopped Hiroko and Norika from fighting. Mr. Goto is dead. Well, that escalated quickly. No kidding. Are you seriously asking the corpse for help? Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured that was already the case when you were taking pictures of dead bodies and grinning happily like you were just looking at porn. Yeah! That went numb. I'm sure something else will later. And you're enjoying every minute of it, I know.
この顔もしばらくしたら腐って 見られたもんじゃなくなってしまうんだろうな。
Yeah, including maybe even her own self. Then she'll send you somewhere to die. Just like the ghost from earlier. Who said that?
いや、別に何か手がかりでもないかと思って。
そうか。
Hey!
声が聞こえたものだから。
It's you, Mr. Beanie Boy. Crap, I forgot what your name was again. Taguchi, that's right.
僕は
Kibiki's
田口
buddy.
翔吾。見ての通りカメラマンだ。って言っても個展を開くような芸術家タイプじゃないけどね。
Good to meet you. I'm assuming you're also related to Brock from Pokemon.
取材でここに来たんだけど、一緒に来た先生とはぐれてしまって弱ってたんだ。君は？
I'm looking for a girl I'm crushing on.
ここに迷い込ん
And
で
I've
し
yet
ま
to
った
figure out that she is nothing but a big splatter on the wall that I keep staring at.
友達ってひょっとしてそこに倒れている？
No! Different dead body, just saying.
知らない人です。
Nope.
そうか。よかった。いいのかな。
Yeah, kinda. I mean, she's still dead, but hey, at least you didn't know her. I'm not good
よ
at
ければ
this.
探してるっていう友達の名前も。
森重作太郎です。探してるのは女の子で鈴本真由。小柄でよく笑う明るい子なんですが。
Yeah.
鈴本。鈴本ね。
Do you want to write that down? Do you have a pen? Or are you gonna forget that? The cameraman named Taguchi suddenly flipped out the LCD screen on his camcorder and began rewinding through footage.
何を？
Oh, don't tell me that you're getting a kick out of staring at dead bodies through a lens too, are you?
いや、言いにくいんだけど、僕がここに来てから撮った映像に映り込んでないかと思って。後々警察に提出することを考えて、被害者の遺体と身元が分かりそうな、例えば名札なんかを取っておいたんだ。
Good for you. You're not gonna survive this.
バカな！バカなことを言わないでください。マユは無事ですよ。
Oh, you poor thing.
いや、ごめん。安心してくれ。鈴本さんらしい遺体は映像にはなかったよ。しかし君は勇気があるね。
Well, he's very crazy. Does that count?
だっていくら友達を探すためとはいえ、さっきそこの遺体を念入りに調べてたじゃないか。
Searching the body. Let's go with
あな
that.
たのカメラで死
Oh,
体を
let
撮っ
me
ているじ
just
ゃないで
put
すか。
that phone away.
それがね、カメラマンってのは奇妙なもんで、ファインダー越しなら客観的な立場に徹していられるんだけど、生で見ちゃうと腰が引けちゃうもんなのさ。
Do you even have eyes?
死体や銃撃に慣れた戦場カメラマンが愛用のカメラが壊れた途端、恐怖で泣き叫び出したなんて話は僕らの間では有名でね。
That's sad.
なるほど。そういうものですか。
興味がない話だったかな。僕はどうも口数が多くて、なほちゃんにいつも。
Yeah.
それはそうと。
That's a bitch walking in on her in the bathroom or
この際
something.
だから一緒に行動しないか。
No thanks. I'd rather go alone as I
僕は
drool
もう
over
しば
this dead
らく一人で探して
body.
みます。田口さんの足手まといになるのも悪いですから。
No! Don't be stupid.
こんなやかましい人と同行するのはごめんだな。目上の人間と接するのも疲れるし。
Such a little snob he is.
そうか。じゃあ後でまた合流するのはどう？ここは磁場か何かのせいで時計が狂ってしまうけど、 大体の目安で1時間後にそこの玄関で待ち合わせよう。
An hour, give or take. You can't, like you said, you can't really keep time
生きて
either.
る人間に会えたんだ。君だって情報交換くらいしたいだろ。
I suppose.
そういうことならわかりました。
OK、 決まりだ。
It's always so weird when you suddenly hear English coming out of the Japanese dub. Well, that was fun. Anyone else while I'm here?
穴の底に何かあるが、降りるのは危険だな。何か道具を探さないと。
Okay. We'll keep an eye out for rope. So I guess I'm moving on now. Oh boy, I have a lot of ways to go. Where the hell do I go from here? I guess I'll start over here. As I listen to the rockin' music in the background. Any bodies here to loot? Nope. Any bodies here to loot? Or at the very least take a picture of. Because that's Morishige for you. Doesn't appear to be. Okay. Well, actually, I should probably do all the rooms down here first before I try going up the stairs. That makes the most sense. Nothing here. How about the locker room? Actually, this is pretty cool, considering we didn't really get a chance to play Morishige in the last game. Only in an extra chapter. We hardly ever saw him, or actually got to play as him. And Mayu, we didn't get to play as at all in the previous game. Hey, here's a note near the body, neatly folded up. The four of us killed Mr. Goto. Oh, okay, that explains why the teacher's dead. I talked it over with Hiroko, Orisa, and Norika, and we decided there was no other choice. Boy, how desperate do you have to be if you kill the only adult in your group? He may be a nice man, but it was only a matter of time before that changed in here. It's hard to trust anyone in a place like this. Says the one who killed her teacher. And now that the deed is done, Hiroko and the others have started second-guessing themselves. Now they're dead too, and I'm all alone. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I expected. There's nothing to eat, and I'm starving, so I tried eating rats and cockroaches, but that just gave me severe diarrhea. TMI, folks, TMI. My lips have dried out, and I've lost a lot of weight. I would say so. So I've decided to kill myself before the ghost kids or that hammer-wielding man get me. Okay. After all this, I've finally realized the time I spent with Mr. Goto, Hiroko, and the others was the best of my life. Goodbye, Dad, Mom, and all my friends from class. Please don't ever forget me. I got bad news for you. You're gonna be forgotten. Because, well, everybody who dies here gets forgotten. Except Naho for some reason. It's a more recently deceased corpse. The clothing and general body mass suggests she was a junior high school girl in life. Based on the height of shower head and the position of the body, this appears to have been suicide. Yep. Name tag's a bit dirty, but still legible. Seisho Junior High School, Honoka, Nanjo. Oh, okay. Thanks. How about the pool? There's usually some bodies floating around in the pool, right? Looks like, well, there's a body here. Skeleton remains of a student, not wearing any sort of uniform per se, but his bill suggests he was probably male. What is he wearing? At least as a name tag. Kurashiki Industrial High School, Reiki Negishi. And then there's another one right over here. Yep, skeletal remains. Oh, it was the same guy. Okay. By the way... Okay, yeah, my darkening is going up. Thank you. And I got a body here. That's an extremely decayed corpse, based on uniform, tall stature, senior high school boy. Name tag pretty mucked up but legible. Kurashiki Industrial High School, Kiyomasa Kage. That's quite a name. Anyone around the side here? No. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess I'll head back this way. This is where I was earlier, correct? Because I want to check again just to see if the other one had a name tag on it. Because I don't remember if I got a name tag out of it. Let's see. Only to start. Okay, name tag. Okay, Seisho Junior High School, Narika Mihara. Thank you! Moving onwards. Anything in this area? Would appear not. And then that's... There's a lot up there. Alright, well, let me check the exit really quickly first. And then I'll head up. That makes sense, right? Okay, so this is where I'm supposed to meet up with the guy. Fair enough. Ooh, what's this? Alright, a notebook. Mr. Goto changed when he came here. Not just his attitude and the way he speaks, but his looks, too. It's like he thinks he's the king of the castle, being the only adult and the only man. And he used to be so nice. I don't want him to beat me. So I keep patting him on the head and hugging him. And then he thanks me. That doesn't sound creepy in the slightest. I'm assuming this is another one of those, I'm assuming this is, junior high school. Eyeballs seem to have been slashed horizontally with a thin razor-like blade. As if to compliment us, the arteries in her wrists seem to have been slashed vertically with the same blade. That was most likely the cause of death. Let's see, name tag is bloody, but legible. Seisho Junior High School, Arisa Kaida. Okay, how's the door? Nope, frozen in place. Cool. Is there a head in one of these? Nope, doesn't look it. Cool. Alright, so let's see. There's another way down that direction. I guess I'll check that out in a bit. I want to go up here first. Nope, would appear nothing in this hallway. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. And Morishige, please behave yourself. Nope, nothing there. Let's move forward to this area. Eventually, I'm probably gonna hit someplace that's blocked off, but for now, I've just been hitting nothing. Nope, so far nothing. Just continuing in search mode. Alright, I'll try the left first. Towards 4A. Alright, classroom door's locked. Okay, so 4A is currently locked. I guess I'll come back to that. Meanwhile, let me check this hallway down here. Oh, there's a door. Can I open said door? Nope, frozen in place. Ironically, I think that's the door that Nana was dragged through in Mayu's chapter, so there's that. Is 5A locked? Well, it didn't give me the prompt, so I guess 5A is not locked. Let's check 5A then. Alright, let's see. Let's look here. Lots of old stationery goods inside, like rusted paper clips and beat-up staplers. Not one of them seem usable or functional. Except perhaps the spool of kite string mixed in with them. Sure, why not? Let's take the kite string. Why does a classroom have a kite string? Oh, well, I got it. I got the kite string from within. Seems good as new, and it just might come in handy. You know, it is convenient that, despite the horrible, the horrible way that everything looks in this school, at least Sachiko keeps the supplies well stocked. Oh, well, what's this say? Aren't you forgetting something? Be careful on your way home. I don't know what that means, but thanks anyway. I'm gonna move over to this hallway. Maybe this time we'll find something of use, besides the kite string. Okay, that door's frozen in place, so not going into the custodian's room. Probably a good thing. For all we know, a certain hammer-wielding brute might be within. Nope, nothing there. So let's try this hallway then. Move forward, Morishige. Let's see if we can find something. Do. I do like how the little sprites kind of look like they're dancing as they're walking. Like, la 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 la. I'm wandering in a haunted school. There's bodies everywhere. Whee! Okay, nothing down this hallway. Try the next hallway. Nope. Okay. We'll try this one first. A sudden feeling of dread overcame me. I stopped in my tracks and began to survey my surroundings. Hi.
驚いたな。これは人間の魂なのか。まさか幻覚じゃないだろうな。
Yes. Upon that musing, the spirit vanished from sight. But the sense that I was being watched remained. There was a covered walkway beyond this heavy iron door. A covered walkway that wasn't supposed to be here, evidently. Did I dare challenge it? Hang on a sec. Let me think about this. In a logical sense. Okay, maybe not a logical sense, but what do you think about this? Open the door and proceed out into the walkway? Sure, let's do it. Just do it! Just as my hand touched the knob. Oh, hello. I was sent flying backwards by some tremendous force. For a split second, I swore I saw a figure, but that could have just been my imagination. The pain from my impact, however, was very real.
幻覚じゃないみたいだな。
Gee, you think? And ultimately, I was unable to open the door. Oh, come on. Open the door and proceed into the hallway. Nope, still sent flying backwards. And ultimately, I was unable to open the door, yep. Wow, that really does a lot on your darkening. Let's try again, shall we? Will we get a different ending if we actually do it this way? Damn.
Mayu. 行かないと。Mayu、探しに。
Uh-oh.
Mayu.
Nope. Not Mayu. Oh, much younger. Well, physically much younger. Sort of. Oh boy. Hell.
おはようお兄ちゃん。ここはね、私のおもちゃ箱。
Oh goody. Is it the room of death and blood? The young girl thrust her face so close to mine that our noses practically touched. She was smiling from ear to ear. Oh goody. She looked to be in about first or second grade, with long black hair and a clean, cute, almost dainty countenance. It's all a ruse, trust me. After my brief impression, however, I quickly turned my head away. She was uncomfortably close, literally breathing down my neck, and her breath smelled like death itself. Oh no, it just smelled of blood. Okay, there we go. Death and decay and fatty oils and smoke. It smelled of chemicals and antiseptic. It was a very, very unpleasant potpourri. Yeah, that doesn't sound like something you want to keeping your house fresh.
誰だ君は
Your worst nightmare.
嬉しくなっちゃう。
She's also incredibly happy.
なんだこれはって聞かないんだね。ここに来た人はみんなまず驚いて泣き出すのに。
Well, Morishige is not like normal people. I mean, check his phone, you'll know. The little girl began backing away from me, her shoulders still shaking in a soundless chuckle. I knew exactly what she meant. It'd be entirely reasonable to ask what's going on here. Even at a glance, I could tell this room was not good. The floors and walls were caked in blood as thick as mud. Buckets of body parts were strewn all about, and eviscerated corpses were stacked everywhere. And that was just what I could see at a glance. And he's probably thinking, why can't I reach for my phone right now? As for me, I was bound to a chair against one of the walls, not with ropes, but with chains.
私の名前は篠崎幸子。
Yep.
俺をどうするつもりだ殺すのか
More than likely, yes.
どうしよっかな。これから考える。先にこれで遊ぶから。
Oh. Just as she said the word else, she brought her hand down onto the nearby table in a slapping motion, and it made contact with someone. It was a girl, bound by her hands and feet. Sachiko's slap was aimed squarely at her thigh. Her uniform suggested that she was in high school, and she was wearing glasses, giving her a rather stern, serious appearance. I could hear the sound of chattering teeth and see her chest rising and falling rapidly and erratically, suggesting she was paralyzed with fear. I can't blame her.
名前はね、浦部恵美さん。
Oh, I know about Emmy. She, I believe, is one of the Byakudan crew. Because I believe, like, at the opening of chapter 3, I believe, when we run into Fukuroi and Mitsuki and that, they mention about how Emmy had her head beat in with a hammer. And I think we get a brief screenshot of her death, so... At the sound of her own name being read out loud from her student ID name tag, the girl let out a single whimper. She hasn't done anything yet.
ダメ。お姉ちゃんは今からとびきり痛いことをされます。
I can hardly wait.
惨めったらしい顔や命乞いをして見せてくださいね。
Oh, don't worry, I'm sure she will.
やだ。冗談だよね。だって私何も。
That doesn't matter. You're here. You're fair game.
気が散る。
Well, maybe that's a good thing. Oh dear. Sachiko swung her hand downward into Emmy's face. I realized only after impact that there was a scalpel in it. A sloppy, uncontrolled incision was made from the corner of her mouth all the way to her ear. So... like right here. Lovely. on the bright side, now you could probably do a good Joker cosplay. Be like, do you guys know how I got these scars? An evil little ghost girl.
なんて
That's basically it.
ごめんね、痛かった？本気じゃないからまだあまり痛がらないで。これからもっと痛くなるのよ。
It's a little hard to say that it doesn't hurt when you just used a scalpel on my face. Sachiko produced a pair of durable sewing scissors from a rollaway shelf nearby and began expertly cutting all the way up Emmy's school uniform. Ah, the scissors. Sachiko's signature weapon. And they're so practical, you could use them for so many different things. You could use them to cut things and stab things. Then she set down the scissors and produced a full-sized farming sickle in their place. Oh. How did she get a farming sickle? Do they have a farming club in Heavenly Host? It looked well worn with soil and rust sticking liberally to the blade. Are you sure that's soil and rust? After brandishing it for a moment, Sachiko positioned it over Emmy's abdomen. That's probably what sliced the other girl in half, now that I think about it. I got bad news for you, Emmy. If you're actually in pain, it's not a dream.
目が覚めるかどうか。自分で確かめろ。
Well, you're about to get into your worst nightmare, so... Sachiko slowly shifted her focus from Emmy's abdomen to the area just below her ribcage. Emmy's body began spasming, her spinal muscles contracting in a decidedly unnatural manner. Gasps and screams mixed with sounds of vomit and incontinence.
いい顔になってきたね。できるじゃないか。それだよ、それ。
Yeah, we know, you're a sadistic little child. Without even wiping the drool from her mouth, Sachiko tossed the sickle aside and simply began digging into Emmy's wounds with her bare hands. Oh. How are we in the middle of finger painting now? The sound of tiny hands manipulating internal organs was disgustingly similar to that of a sopping wet rag scratching spilled oatmeal off a hardwood floor. Boy, how specific! Oh, you poor thing, you're not dead yet. The noises escaping Emmy's mouth didn't even sound like they were coming from a human being anymore. I could see her face in profile now, and despite the gastric juices and vomit and blood and contortions of unbearable agony, it wasn't a disagreeable sight. Oh dear, he's starting to enjoy it. This was a girl not far from death. She was trying her hardest to fight it, but the facts were the facts. She was going to die, and she knew it. Against this fate, she was completely and utterly helpless. She was doomed already, in both body and soul. This hapless struggle had a certain sensual quality to it. No, it was even purer than that. This was a truly beautiful sight. Oh dear.
本来に
I'm assuming you just said, ain't she pretty? Sachiko, who had this point buried her head in Emmy's exposed organs, withdrew it and directed this question at me, her mouth still full of flesh. Ew. I'm glad they didn't show a picture. Everything from her nose down was dyed red and dripping with blood.
本当にいい顔になってきたじゃないか。
Oh dear. She swallowed whatever she'd bitten out of Emmy's insides, then turned to face me. Not just face me, actually, but stare at me, stare into me, with unwavering, unblinking eyes. I suddenly became aware of my own erratic breathing. Oh dear. It wasn't fear, though, but an almost animalistic reaction. It was coarse and primal, and I'd unconsciously thrust my chest forward toward Emmy. At least it was his chest I was thrusting forward, if you get my meaning. I think I may have been smiling.
どうだお前もやってみるかい
Don't be ridiculous. It's like she's making fun of me. She shouldn't even have to ask. Oh, goody! So he ended up turning into Kazami in the end. Fan-freaking-tastic. And this is why I say that if he had survived Heavenly Host in the first game, he would have turned into a serial killer. That was only wrong end 5, damn. Okay. So, looks like, I got 4 more to worry about. Oh boy! What's gonna happen next?